Hello, this is Bani and welcome to the news with NDTV. It's Wednesday, August 13, and coming up in today's episode, Bihar SIR exercise petitions in Supreme Court, deaf and mute girl gang raped in UP, Independence Day meat ban kicks off a political row, and Pakistan PM threatens India over Indus water treaty. The Bihar SIR matter was heard in the Supreme Court today, picking up from where the petitioners left last afternoon. A rather dramatic scene where Yogendra Yadav brought a live evidence to the court by presenting a woman who was certified dead in the electoral roll revision list. While there were no such dramatic scenes today, the arguments took an interesting turn when petitioner counsel Abhishek Manu Singhvi and the bench launched a discussion on Bihar's image and contributions. Mr. Singhvi claimed the SIR exercise seeks to exclude the entire electorate in Bihar, placing the burden on them to produce any of the indicative documents to prove citizenship and regain their place on the electoral roll. Moreover, according to Mr. Singhvi, the list of 11 documents may appear impressive but is hollow as they are either non existent, irrelevant, or accessible to only a small section of the population. Reinstating his argument, he said, quote, I will show how an exclusionary test is sought here. See what is asked for. If you don't have land, 5, 6, 7 options are out. Option 1 and 2 do not exist. Residence certificates are not there. Passport is illusory. Now see Form 6. It's a form of self-declaration. So this impressive list of 11 is nothing but a house of cards. It's not overlapping but supplantation. Justice Suryakant said that Bihar should not be presented like this as the state has the highest representation in the case of IAS, and this cannot happen unless the young generation is dedicated towards higher education. Justice Suryakant said that the Election Commission has clarified in the press note how the entire process will be carried out. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, while reading the affidavit issued by the Chief Executive Officer of Jharkhand dated September 3, 2024, said that it is inappropriate to mention that in cases where there is no doubt about citizenship, the ERO can consult the concerned authorities, including the Ministry of Home Affairs, before taking a decision. If the ERO is still not in a position to make a decision, then he should first refer to the guidelines of the Supreme Court in the Lal Babu case. On August 12, the Supreme Court said the including or excluding citizens and non-citizens from the electoral rolls was within the Election Commission's remit. It backed the poll panel's decision to not treat Aadhaar and voter cards as conclusive proof of citizenship in the special intensive revision of Bihar's voter list. The court also noted that the results of ongoing special intensive revision in Bihar can be set aside even if any illegality is established as late as September. In a horrifying incident, a deaf and mute woman was kidnapped and allegedly gang raped in Uttar Pradesh while returning to her home on Monday evening. The incident reportedly took place a few meters away from the residence of the district's top officials, where CCTV cameras were found to be off, casting criticism on the state's CCTV campaign called Trinetra. The police arrested 2 accused within 24 hours of the incident following an encounter. On Monday evening, when the woman was walking back to her home in Balrampur district from her maternal uncle's place, 2 men kidnapped her and took her to a deserted field where they allegedly gang raped the specially abled woman. The woman could not even call for help due to her disability. When the girl did not return home even after an hour, the family began the search and found her in a suspicious condition in the field near the Bahadurpur police post. The woman was rushed to the district women's hospital where she is undergoing treatment. While the woman's physical condition is stable, she is in shock due to the incident, according to the doctors. The woman's brother registered a missing person complaint and the police arrested the 2 accused, Ankur Verma and Harshit Pandey, within 24 hours, and they have reportedly confessed to the crime. Quote, based on the evidence on CCTV footage, we identified the 2 men, said Vikash Kumar, Superintendent of Police. He added, the 2 accused suffered injuries during an encounter and are currently under treatment. They have confessed to the crime, unquote, he said. Further investigation is underway. The woman's family alleges that the incident took place due to the negligence of the police. 3 to 4 CCTV cameras in the Bahadurpur police post area were found to be switched off, as per the family. However, a camera installed near the superintendent of police's house caught the woman running away and a few bikers. A 14-second video in which the woman can be seen running away from the bikers helped the police chase the accused. Independence Day, but no freedom to choose what to eat, questioned many opposition leaders today, especially in Maharashtra after several civic bodies in the country ordered meat shops and slaughterhouses to remain shut this Independence Day. Several politicians cutting across party lines have described the ban as a crackdown on people's food habits and said freedom was being violated as the country celebrates its independence. Hyderabad MP and AIMIM chief Asauddin Owaisi has slammed the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation's order to keep slaughterhouses and meat shops closed on August 15 and 16, Independence Day and Janmashtami, and called it callous and unconstitutional. Quote, "What's the connection between eating meat and celebrating Independence Day? 99% of Telangana's people eat meat. These meat bans violate people's right to liberty, privacy, livelihood, culture, nutrition, and religion," unquote, Mr. Owaisi remarked. A similar meat ban order in Maharashtra's Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar has drawn an objection from Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar. He said, and I quote, "It is wrong to impose such a ban. In major cities, people of different caste and religions reside. If it is an emotional issue, then people accept it for a day. But if you clamp such orders on Maharashtra Day, Independence Day, and Republic Day, then it is difficult," unquote, Mr. Pawar said. The Kalyan Dombivali Municipal Corporation in Thane near Mumbai issued a similar direction. Shiv Sena leader Aditya Thackeray said the municipal commissioner should be suspended and that it is not his job to decide who eats what. He said, and I quote, "What we eat on Independence Day is our right, our freedom. They cannot tell us whether to eat. In our house, even during Navratri, our prasad has prawns and fish because this is our tradition." Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has joined his country's senior leaders in warmongering against India and claimed Islamabad would not allow New Delhi to take even one drop of water belonging to his country. His remarks came after Pakistan urged India to resume the normal functioning of the Indus Waters Treaty, which New Delhi has held in abeyance since May. Quote, "I want to tell the enemy today that if you threaten to hold our water, then keep this in mind, that you cannot snatch even one drop from Pakistan," unquote, Sharif said according to a report by the Express Tribune. He added, and I quote, "You threaten to stop our water. If you attempt such a move, Pakistan will teach you a lesson you will never forget." While speaking at a ceremony in Islamabad on the occasion of International Youth Day. Terming the Indus waters as the lifeblood of Pakistan, Sharif asserted there would be no compromise on Pakistan's rights under international accords. The remarks came after Pakistan's Foreign Office on Monday requested India to immediately resume the normal functioning of the Indus Waters Agreement. The Foreign Office said in a post on X, "We urge India to immediately resume the normal functioning of the Indus Waters Treaty and fulfill its treaty obligations wholly and faithfully." The Pakistani Premier's statement came a day after Pakistani politician Bilwal Bhutto issued a war threat to India over the suspension of decades-old Indus Water Treaty, saying New Delhi's actions caused great damage to Pakistan and urged all Pakistanis to unite against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Before that, Pakistan's Army Chief Asim Munir, during his recent visit to the US, warned of a nuclear war and threatened to take down half the world if Islamabad faced an existential threat in a future war with India. India had formally condemned Munir's threat of nuclear war. In a statement, the Foreign Ministry noted the nuclear saber rattling its Pakistan's stock in trade and expressed regret that such remarks were made from the soil of a friendly third country. That's all for today. You were listening to the news with NDTV, your daily news bulletin and newspaper wrapped in a compact podcast. If you want to catch up with the day's events in a hurry, do subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple, and the NDTV News app. This is your host Bani signing off.